Yes, hello, I am the Random Genius, TA Black, welcome you once again to Final Fantasy V Four Job Fiesta. Now, you may be thinking two things. First of all, this isn't a Sunday. Yes, I know this is not a Sunday. The main thing is that the run actually ends in 2.5 weeks. As in, you need to finish the game by that point. I've just got Krilly, as a party member, so I'm kind of behind the curve on that. So we're now going to try and get through this game as best as possible, as quickly as possible, with as much grinding in between sessions as possible. You will also notice another thing. Up on the job side of things, we no longer have Galoof as a monk because, sadly, when Galoof passed on to the great digital paradise in the sky and somehow left behind a bracelet, we lost our monk job. But in its place, we got a new job. And that job is Geology Clown, also known as the Geomancer. So our jobs are now White Mage, Mystic Knight, and Geomancer. Or as some people would call it, a Rock Nerd. So that is our final job setup for the run. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. Off stream I did some grinding, and by some I mean a heck of a lot of grinding, because there was a lot that needs to be done. There was a lot that definitely needed to be done. So we were at level 27, 28 previously. As you can see, we are now level 33. Yeah, I was busy, and the whole reason I was busy and the whole reason I did this was this little thing here. So, up here on the map, we were over here in the Forest of Moor. As you can see, that's where our Sky Drake is. So that was where we were last time. You can see by the pointing arrow that we are now down in the little archipelago of islands in the bottom right-hand side of the game map. This is because this is actually a really good place for grinding. No joking, this small patch of land is perfect for grinding. I kept on getting foes with about 3 to 5 APB. Case in point, these guys. These are particularly awkward, but they do offer very high rewards. So these are Sleepies. They are generic foes with about 1500 health. They only do 2 attacks. Sleep and hit with a stick. As you can see, Lena can now one-shot them as a level 6 knight. And everyone else is currently asleep. Normally, in order to wake someone up, you hit them. Unfortunately, I'm at the point where I'm so over-leveled, if Lena hits any of these people, they die. And that's something I encountered during the grind aspect of it. It was interesting to say the least. But yeah, these are not particularly tough enemies. They go down fairly quickly. And yeah, the only real thing is if you end up with all 4 of your body members asleep, and then it's a bit more of a war of attrition. But look at this. You get 1500 gil, 700 experience, and 5 APB. That is a ridiculous amount of stuff, and yeah, this is the perfect area for grinding. So if you are at this point in the game, which is, to remind yourself, after the Forest of Moor, after destroying the crystals in the Forest of Moor and letting Exdeath continue on with the plan, after Galoof's death, if you go to this island with the submarine, it's an incredible spot for grinding and leveling up. About an hour's worth of grinding leveled me up 5 times with all various jobs stuff. And yeah, we are rich. As you can see, we have high levels. We have decent job levels. I mean, everyone's at White Mage level 6, Mystic Knight level 6, and Knight level 4. The Geomancer's obviously going to be lower leveled, obviously, because it's a new job. But no, everyone is doing really well. And yeah, that small little patch of land is perfect for grinding, so I strongly recommend you find that out if you are playing this and you are having problems going forward. Now, after all of that exploring and such, I just want to draw your attention to something before we actually get on to the next part of the thing, which apparently is this. But I'm going to show off the Geomancer for a little bit, as well as explain a couple of things that happened off stream. So, things are going fine. So, this is obviously the Geomancer, aka Rock Clown. And all Geomancers have an ability called Gaia. This is basically a magic attack that costs no MP, but does a random event based on the square you're on. So, for this one, you could have for this one, you had the opportunity to cast what was known as Bottomless Bog, a potential insta-kill move, but only if you're in this little brown square here. If you're on these green squares, you get different abilities. Case in point, I'll just show this off to you. So let's just do some quick defense, and let's see what our Gaia spell is now, which is Twister, which apparently causes the monster to flee. Oh well. So, yeah, Gaia is interesting. Gaia is an interesting thing. It's nice to actually have some good AoE attacks now, because that was something that was lacking. But it's random. It is utterly random, and you're never quite sure as to whether it's good or not. And that's a little bit of a concerning thing. So, next point of call is here. Welcome to the Guild Cave. This is somewhere that we went to previously, and then we left, and then we ended up leaving because we got wiped out because no one could resist Earthquake. I'm not actually going to go in here because it's a bit of trek, but know this, Guild Cave is really good, surprise surprise, for Gil. Problem is that you'll have a chance of running into the Guild Turtle, an incredibly overpowered enemy, with 37,000 health, and yeah, you're going to struggle a lot with it, and I mean a lot. Heck, it wiped my party when I tried it, and I was about a couple levels lower than I am currently, so yeah, that's an interesting one. So, as we're going around our sub, you may be wondering, well, what's the next goal? Well, with Galoof dead and Exdeath having reigned over the crystals and such, the very obvious case is we need to stop and have a battle. No, the very obvious thing is that we have to actually stop Exdeath. With the barrier that's surrounding his castle now down, we actually now have an opportunity to go into there. So, my current goal is to defeat Exdeath. But first things first, we actually need to heal because we're all kinda hurting. Look at those MP levels, not strong. So let's see if we can actually do something in Surgate Castle whilst we're here. I'm pretty certain we can rest in here. Nope, this is the King's Chamber. Alas, poor King Zexa, you will be missed, despite only appearing for about half an hour. It's even more important to protect the castle now that the king won't be returning. True. Ah, here we are. Here's our inn. All the... Right, so, we don't have an inn. Okay, so looks like we're going to actually have to go somewhere else. Fine. Right, so, I think the best thing to do is to actually just go around here. Actually go back up, and we may have to do some walking on foot because reasons. And immediately we get hit by these things. It's as if this is a random number generated situation here. But yeah, yeah, everyone's kind of hurting. We kind of need a full heal. I don't think cottages and tents are gonna cut it. We kind of need as much health as possible. But we do have more turtle shells. Anybody wondering, what do turtle shells actually do? And I've just realised this was a complete dead end. Goody! Anyway, turtle shells are something that we've picked up a lot. More battles. But anyway, as I was saying, turtle shells are kind of a big thing at the minute because they're actually useful, not only for sellings, because they give reasonable gil returns, but they're also useful for the chemist class. I believe it's the chemist. Yeah, it's basically the class that allows you to do mixing of stuff, so you can mix various things together. And apparently turtle shells are a fairly common item, but they're very useful for what they need to do. Right, I'm actually just going to go check to see where the nearest place is, so it's probably up here. But yeah, turtle shells. Let's actually just take a look how many turtle shells I have. All these things that we have no uses for at this moment in time. As you can see, yeah, 35 turtle shells, and yeah, it's a chemist mixing ingredients. So I was right. I was just not 100% sure because I've never used chemist. Okay, right. This game really doesn't want me to actually, you know, do anything. Right, let's switch rows. And apparently Bartz is doing something different by being Bartz. Okay, you do you. Emergency heals because I think we're going to need it. It's kind of odd to not see Lena actually destroy an enemy in one go, so yeah, that's odd. Right. So I'm pretty certain I'm all up to spec with weapons and such. So all we're going to do is we're just going to go to this inn and rest up for 40 gil. Look at that. We're over 100,000 gil. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. It means we can buy what we want, aside from an ending to this game. This isn't microtransactions, don't worry. So, let's go and... well, let's see what items we can get. We can probably get a couple of cottages and such. Let's get some of these. Fine for those. 3 of these. Can't use these because we don't have the drink command. 10 cottages. Yeah, 10 cottages should be fine. Again. Cool. So, we are now fully healed. We now have all our various abilities and such recharged. We're just going to have a quick save here. So, in about 20 minutes, we've done absolutely nothing aside from a little bit of light grinding, but that's fine because we're just getting back into the swing of things after a long, long break. So, the next challenge, I believe the next challenge, is to go and meet up with the with our good old friend Exdeath. Let's actually just submerge, go under the big bridge. For your interest, yes, you can actually go on the big bridge and do stuff on there. Probably going to need to go around the other side. If it turns out we can't actually do anything at an Exdeath castle, that's fine. We'll find a way to sort that out alternative. Otherwise. Going round the coast. And here we go. Right. And immediately into a battle. Because why not? Ooh, that's not a good one. Dark Spark. Half to level, much like Discord. Let's just do Gaia. Yeah, that's potent. That is very potent. Not actually seen Earthquake being used like that, so that's something. Right. Can we actually storm the castle? Exdeath on the top floor. Certainly seems like it. Excellent. So, when we were last here, we were Galoof, and we ended up doing Metal Gear Solid stuff by rescuing everyone else. Now, we are actually storming the castle itself and figuring out what needs to be done next. Ah, of course. Giant spiders. Which go down really easily. But hey, at least we've got some potions. So, I don't think there was anything down there. If there is, doesn't really matter. Ah, this is the save point. And this is... So we could have just gone to Castle Exdeath and recharged here for free. It happens. So, let us go up these stairs and be attacked by some blind wolves. Okay, interesting. Let's see what Gaia moves we actually have inside the castle. A Wind Slash. A good AoE attack that hit everyone. Let's just do a quick Asuna on Faris because she's blind. That's not good. And another Wind Slash. That should kill all of them. Now, as you can see there, those blind wolves did a lot more damage and had a lot more awkward than the sleepies that we had, with less reward. I think we definitely picked the right place to do some grinding. Okay, so we have some stuff here. Let's see what we can find in the chests. We have an ether. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, a diamond shield. Is that actually usable by anyone? No, because I actually have two-handed on both our knight and mystic knight. So, possibly nice a bit later on, but not immediately. So, okay. Turns out they don't like fire. They also really don't like Faris because, yeah, they got killed instantly. Also, I think, yeah, we are definitely overpowered given the fact that we are dodging wolves. Just dodging wolves. According to Earthart, fur burns easily. I'll take his word for it. Also, hello, hope you're enjoying yourself this evening. And whatever madness this is going to be bringing. Because we were doing okay. After the slight mishap earlier, which we won't say anything more about, things are going fine. Things are definitely going fine. So I'm just checking a couple of things very quickly. So, apparently this is not magic healing water. Magic healing water was only down by the main area. So, okay, I know there's an elemental weakness for these twin lizards. I can't remember what they are though. Let's see what Gaia does, and let's attack. Oh, Sonic Boom! So it must be that this area has just a lot of wind abilities. Whoa! That's interesting. Critical attack. Okay. I now have to start looking at my health because enemies are no longer dealing less than 100 damage. They're actually dealing quite a bit of damage, so I need to remind myself that this is not just going to be a cakewalk, even though I am kind of over-leveled. You know what? Let's do a bio, because why not? Let's do a quick cure on everyone because everyone's kind of hurting a bit. Let's see what Gaia actually does. Yeah, Gaia is effectively just a roulette. It all depends on what happens, so yeah, you need to be a bit careful with it, but it does not use any MP, so if you don't mind it occasionally not working, it's a nice thing to have. Or if you're looking for potential AoE, yeah. Oh. Well, the Blind Wolf's back. And it's gone. Ominous. Oh, reflect mages. Actually, Gaia's not going to work for these guys because, yeah, Gaia's actually magic. Thankfully, these guys seem to go down really easily. Let's just do a quick defend, because I want to get a Libra done on these. Oh. I would, but apparently I've just Libra'd Krill. Oh well, no worries. We'll check their bestiary entries later. By later, I mean now. So as you can see, we're at 48% complete. We're doing pretty good in terms of the old enemy count. Here we go. Reflect Mage. Absolutely basic. 1300 health. Yeah, nothing to worry about. What I am worried about is the fact that there's nothing here. Surely there's something that needs to be here. Either I'm missing something incredibly obvious, or I've gone and missed something incredibly important. If chat can help with this, that'd be greatly appreciated, because I don't know, I feel as though I may be missing something. It can't be the castle by itself, because we don't have any of the tablets for it. As in the castle way back at the beginning of the area, which houses the 12 mystical items. So yeah, I am not sure where we go from here on in. Curiouser and curiouser. So I'm either doing things out of order, or I am missing something incredibly obvious. No, in my luck, I probably need to go back to the Forest of Moor, do some stuff there, and see what needs to be done, but I don't know. I'm hypothesizing here. Yeah, there's no markers to indicate that there's anything hidden. There's no hidden walls around here. Let's run from this one. Because we're just going to get obliterated. And Krill is almost dead. That's useful. Bartz, be useful and do some healing. There we go. Oh, there we go. Even Bartz has suggested this is a dead end. Ah, this is an illusion. An illusion cast by an evil, crafty sorcerer of sorcery types. Oh yes, it's this guy again. Kalga. Ah yes, the last of the Warriors of Dawn, who is apparently very sick. Oh, it's Galoof again, as a badly flickering sprite. I must go, my planet needs me. Quite literally in this case. Ooh, sending all the werewolves' power over to the Dragon Castle. Very interesting. And he's dead as well. As in standard Final Fantasy tradition of, rather than actually dying, the body just flickers in and out of existence. Though to be fair, that also happens in Link to the Past as well. And now, by the power of green screen, we shall render this illusion destroyed. Chroma key activate.